Hello everybody, my name is Dusty and welcome to my channel. Today, to kind of kick off going back into making videos, I kind of just wanted to give you guys an update around all of the animals I have in my room at the moment and kind of what I'm doing with them. There are some things I'm going to talk about that I'm not going to go in depth with, but we'll talk about them later. So, let's just jump into it and I'll show you everything. Now these are the axolotls. This guy here I'm watching for a friend, his name is Valentino. There's the gold guy back there. There's one of my albinos. Another albino's hiding back there. And then the black one, Jerome, I think is hiding in the pyramid. As you can see in here, I do have minnows. A lot of you know I am 100% against live feeding, or was 100% against live feeding. But I started to attempt a little bit of live feeding just because I noticed that they weren't getting as much nutrients as they normally do from the pellets. They just weren't growing properly, so I threw in a couple of minnows every now and then. They don't really eat them that often. I kind of don't want to go into too much detail about why I switched over to live feeding, because I want to save that for another video. But as you can see, the gold guy over there is getting kind of chunky, so I'm really looking forward to seeing these guys grow up. And then down here it's kind of dark because there isn't a light on it, but this is my African clawed frog tank. There's one, there's two right there. And there's three. The third one is named Big Mama. She came into Petco and somebody had given her up and I decided to take her in just because I felt really bad for her. She's 7 years old and she would have either been euthanized or adopted by somebody that wanted to feed her to a frog, or a snake, sorry. So I brought her in and I said I would take her. They gave her to me free of charge, and she's been living here happily ever since. As you can tell, there's also fish in here, feeder fish. That's another conversation we should have for another day, but there's a good reason for it, and I'm sure you guys would agree once I make that video. So we'll have that conversation a different day. Now this is the Goldfish Pond. It's a 110-gallon stock tank. I was doing water testing and stuff like that. I have a lot of different goldfish in here now. A lot of new ones, a lot of old ones, kind of just a big bag. This pearl scale and that pearl scale I got from another YouTuber, Cheyenne's Goldfish. I adopted them, and there's two black moors in here. There's a bunch of, oh, there's Steve and there's Harvey. There's cobalts. There's a bunch of new guys in here, a bunch of old ones, but I'll do a full update on all of these guys soon. The Loach is still in here as well. He's doing great, but this is probably one of my favorite things that I have. This is my sister's Jack Dempsey Cichlid. He is hiding in there. He's the one that was in that algae-infested tank that I have now drained and am slowly working on cleaning. I just don't have the time to go through and do a deep scrub, so I put him in this temporary tank. This is where I used to have my black neons and my killifish and my Raphael catfish. The Raphael catfish did pass away, but I did move everything else down into that tank, and that is my community tank. This tank down here is probably one of the coolest tanks that I have. There's a killifish right there, and some black neons are hiding in there. This is just kind of like all of the leftover stuff that I've had. I just kind of moved them all into this tank, and there it is. And you know, this moss here, I made a video about it because I got it in a little ball on eBay, and this is how much it's grown. That is a different kind of moss that I'm starting to grow out in this tank too. But this moss has just absolutely expanded, exploded, and it's all because of this community tank. I really do like this community tank. I love it. I think it's really cool to look at. I have a bunch of different fish in here and shrimp. I have twin bar pilates, black neon tetras. I have random assortment of guppies. I have Cory catfish, a mono shrimp, ghost shrimp. I have one Pictus Catfish in here. So yeah, this tank is just thriving. Look at all the babies I have. Some of them are kind of messed up with their spines. Those are not my babies. Those are babies I had gotten from work. Somebody came in and asked if we take in fish. I said sure, so I took them into my care and put them in my community tank. It was either that or they were going to just euthanize them. You can see that one's spine over there. He's kind of messed up. And I put them in here and I thought, you know what, if something eats them in here, at least it'll be humane. So I put them in here to see what happens, and nothing's bugged them. They've been doing fine. I'm just not going to allow them to breed, for obvious reasons. But this community tank is doing fantastic. It is probably my favorite tank. I'm looking forward to being able to sell everything, sell some other stuff off. But for right now, it's fun to look at, fun to care for. I have 2 different filters in here and a light, so it's working out well, and I really like it. Oh, there's the Pictus Catfish. Oh, there he goes. I got him from the pet store because he had been in there for so long. I felt so bad for him, so I thought, you know what, I'll bring him back with me, and he's been doing great in this tank. Now, this is a new addition over here. It's something that I've been working on, trying to figure out how to do properly, but this is the Pac-Man Frog. I've named her Rhonda. She's actually really awesome. I enjoy watching her. She did have a brother that I had purchased, but unfortunately he did not make it. For right now, I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing with her. She has UVB and heat coming up top. She has a water dish. I just recently misted her down. I made sure all of her substrate was moist, and I'm hoping she gets out of whatever dry spell she's in. She hasn't eaten yet. I'm thinking maybe going to frozen thawed feeders, but we'll have to see what's going on. And I think I've mentioned Liz a couple times before. Liz is my 6-year-old bearded dragon. She's about 16 inches long. She lives in a 75-gallon terrarium or old fish tank. She is a great pet. Bearded dragons are the most docile animals I think anybody can own. I love her to death. She's getting quite old, so she doesn't do a heck of a lot, but she does like to just kind of sit there and enjoy sunbathing. She's looking at me like she's going to get food. I will feed her later on. But for right now, this is her. This is what she does. And then over here, I don't know if you guys remember, but a while ago, I think in January, I made a video about setting up a tarantula enclosure. This is that tarantula. I recently updated her tank to a 10-gallon because she has gotten quite large. She's hiding in there somewhere. So what I'll do is switch over to a flash. So she is hiding right there. I don't know if you can see her well, but she's hiding right there. She has gotten much bigger, and I'm really proud of her. My other tarantula at school did not survive, unfortunately. And the reason why I think that Rose here didn't survive was because I couldn't control the temperature. So it got really cold, really hot, really cold, really hot. I was trying to keep it up with what she needed, and I just couldn't simply do it because I didn't have any control over her environment. So she ended up passing away, and that other Pac-Man Frog, I don't know what happened. He was kind of like the first Pac-Man Frog I got, and I was trying to figure out exactly what I'm doing. I was watching tutorials and videos online, and everyone was saying that I was, well, from what I caught, I was doing everything right. But I think the thing that I messed up on was I didn't moisten the substrate enough. So the substrate would dry out because of the heat light, and I never went in and added more water and stuff like that. So I think that's where I went wrong. So I'm going to keep doing that with Rhonda over there, and hopefully she gets better. Hopefully she starts eating soon. But we'll keep you updated on that. So that was just a fast little tour because I had some time. I thought I would show you guys because a lot of people were really excited that I came back, and I'm really excited that I came back to making videos. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of great things that are coming. Ignore the mess in the background. That's a different story. But for right now, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Recently, again, we've had a huge increase in subscribers. So we're only 2 away from 500, which is shocking because I didn't post anything for a long time. So I'm excited to see that rebound. I'm excited to continue to make videos for you guys. And I'm excited to see what happens in the future. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like and leave a comment down below letting me know what you guys think of the animals I have. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.